Welcome to Manhattan, Kansas, the Little Apple, where they have taken a large bite out of college football. The man for whom the stadium is named, Bill Snyder, built this program from the losingest in the history of college football to a formidable foe and home of the Kansas State Wildcats. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the South Alabama Jaguars taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Jaguars will get us underway with the opening kickoff. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Wildcats return team didn't help matters out much there. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
They're trying to get to him. It's complete to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. The Wildcats get enough to move the chains.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. I think he wanted to take a shot there, and he took a shot all right and dumped the ball off to the running back.
There's no doubt, Reese, and he took a shot, but I think he did the right thing.
He lost one down the sideline. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
First down here for the offense. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job on the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
The give to the back. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find it.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with a sack.
Working the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. He wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. He makes the connection. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Past the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, South Alabama. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Kansas City, 0.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually say big plays on.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on second down. It's reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
It is so easy when you're a defensive player, when you watch a little misdirection of the ball go one way, to turn and to run. That's not my job. My job is to stay home. The defensive did a good job of that. Defense stayed home, made the play.
Got it! Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A run for the quarterback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Jaguars!
It's just so nice to have a signal runner who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kansas State, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. The give from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Kansas State pushing the pace.
Second down.
They feed him again.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Quick pass on the jet motion. Still on his feet at the 35. Can anyone catch him? Running inside the 20. Touchdown, South Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Rutgers is piling on the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up 14 over the Pandas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
On second down, wants to throw. He's got his man. And the Wildcats get it past the sticks.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Wildcats moving quickly to the line.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
He's got his man. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. He wants to throw it again. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go.
He's loose down the left side. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Jaguars!
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
Kansas State, 0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Gets open down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's on target and complete. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to him. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Wants to throw on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Finds his man. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. It's good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 15, trying to... and he loses the football. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Manhattan. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Little Apple.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the 3rd quarter. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Jaguars will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
On his way back from the 20. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's so easy to let your eyes lie to you. You see the ball kind of go the other way. What's my assignment? My assignment is to make sure I contain on the backside. Great job by the defense, not getting fooled, playing their assignment, making the play.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Pulls it in. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. The give to the fullback. Tackle is made after the first down. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays. You know you're going to go for it on 4th most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident. You're ready to rock and roll, and they get the first down.
Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And the Jaguars are rolling down the field.
42 Spider. 4-2 check.
They'll go to the ground. And they're able to make the tackle.
Brought down. Brings up 2nd down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the tailback. Touchdown, South Alabama! And the stomping has commenced. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
35, Kansas State, 3.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He's looking for an open man on second down. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the deep.
He's going to throw deep right side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Wildcats! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how about the bomb, the long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Running toward the tape. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the break. On the move. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Setting up the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, South Alabama.
The Jaguars are moving quickly down the field.
Let's go!
This quarterback part of their running game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Jaguars! And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Here he comes out of the end zone, and the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field, looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the first down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the first down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this fourth down manageable.
On fourth down, they'll run it, looking for the first. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. On second down, he'll let it fly. They're working that left side. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Lost the defense, he's wide open. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Oh, it's a reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And the third down pass is incomplete. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the fourth quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you got to be way more aggressive.
The offense set for a first down play. The give and tick, 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 tick. Oh, what a move! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. It's a reverse. At the 45 on its way. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's knocked away downfield, the DB getting a hand in there.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short.
Get set.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make. Have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game, get some first downs, salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop it.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David